Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Ruth, thank you. Carry on. Welcome, shalom. Shabbat shalom. We're going to get started in a moment on page 128, Hine Matov. Hopefully you all have a song sheet. Okay, good Shabbos. Welcome, everybody. Page 128 in your Sidurim. Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'matayim, shevet achim gam yachad. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. How very good and so lovely, dwelling in peace together. How very good and so lovely, dwelling in peace together. So in harmony, sisters and brothers together. So in harmony, sisters and brothers together. Now right below that line that says Hine Mato, we have another song called I Have a Voice. Now, I don't know how many of you got a chance to be here. Some of you I saw at the confirmation service. Very powerful song. We did that at the end of the confirmation service on Sunday. It's online. You can check it out. This last song they sang, I Have a Voice, is a song of empowerment. And today, in today's sermon, which will be delivered by none other than our esteemed President Matthew Meyer, the idea, each one of us has a voice, and Matt's going to talk about how powerful we can be as individuals and as a community. So, real briefly, let's get started on the next song. What I want you to do is there's an echo part for you. Let's try that real quick. I will open my eyes. I will open my... So you'll see where the ditto marks are. That's where you kind of echo that. So here we go. I have a voice. I will open my eyes. I will not look away. I will use this gift I've been given every day. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. Change the world. I will give of myself, I will reach out my hand. I will use this heart I've been given to take a stand. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. Change the world. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam she'asanu b'tselem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam she'asanu b'tselem Elohim. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I will fight for the truth, I'll stand up for what's right. I will use this strength I've been given and be alive. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful, my voice can change the world. Change the world, change the world. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here, especially those tuning in at home. And tonight's service will be quite musical. They always are musical, but maybe this one a touch more so. So let's take a moment to meet and greet. Take a few moments, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, well, we're going to continue on our lovely Shabbat evening service. We're going to move on to lighting of the candles. We're on page 120, which is a little backtracking there slightly. 120. I'm going to invite up a couple of friends, Henry Laterfind and Peter Fox. Come on up. Okay. All right. So here.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Blessed are you, God, source of all life, who brings us holiness through mitzvot, and who has given us the mitzvah of lighting the Shabbat candles.
And on your song sheets. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say, Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen. Good Shabbos. Thank you. Thank you, Peter and Henry. Thank you. Okay, we continue with Welcoming the Sabbath Bride, Shekhinah, page 138, Lecha Dodi, up-tempo melody by Craig Taubman. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, V'shem tiferet v'lihi la 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 la, Lechadu di likrat kala, B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadu di likrat kala, B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor ha'avracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavatechi la 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 la. Likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, la 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 lecha do di likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha do di likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Good Shabbos. You may be seated. We continue with the Chetzi Kaddish on page 144. Yit Gadav v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Dibra Chirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei B'chayechon Uv'yomechan Uv'chayei Dechol Bet Yisrael Bagala Bagala Uvizman Kariv Ve'imeru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Ulal Me'al Maya Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yit Hadar V'yit Aleh V'yit Halal Shemei Dekudesha Richu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma Ve'imeru Amen. We continue with, on our song sheets, Come, which is a kavanah, an intention as a segue into the Baruch Hu. You can remain seated for now. When we get to it, the Baruch Hu is on page 146. So you might want to cue up the prayer book and then have your song sheet ready to go there too. So, this kavanah is a piece by Chava Morell and Stacy Zissik Robinson. It's a beautiful setting, and it invites you, as the congregation, myself included in that, to be present as we bless and invite blessing and bless the one who blesses. Do 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 do. Come, come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come, come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Do 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 do. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come, come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. do do do, do do do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do. Please rise. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed. Please be seated. We continue on page 148. The Ma'ariv Aravim, one of my favorite prayers of the evening service, talks about creation. At the top, page 148, the opening line of the Hebrew text. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Please join me on page 149, the lower reading. This is an hour. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Back to your song sheet on the back side of that. Continue with another intention. So put your sheet down just for a minute and look at me, and look at your left hand, if you may. And those behind me, don't look at me. Look at your left hand. Oh, but I'm mirroring for them. So look at me and not them. Here we go. Look at your left hand and do as I say. God is here. God is there. God is truly everywhere. Take both hands. Left, right, up, down, in, out, all around, here, there, everywhere. That's where God may be found. And hopefully you've seen me do this before and you've embraced it and part of your daily, if not weekly ritual, and it provides some comfort and stress relief. Works for me. So give it a shot. So having said that, on page 152, please rise if you are able for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Once again, back to your song sheets. We have an interpretive rendering of the Shema and the Ve'ahavta called Listen. It was about 30 years ago or so that I first was introduced to this song, and I would have to say it was one of the most profound songs then and now. So some of you are familiar with it, and just let it wash over you. And it enjoins us to listen. If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen, listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen, listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all of your might. Write them and learn them and teach them well, every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice you will hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill, or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Continue, both in our prayer book and our song sheet. At the top of the right column there, Emet ve'emuna, and in our prayer book on page 157, which means true and certain is this. And that's kind of how we believe, that gives us confidence to move forward, that certain things we have faith, and it allows us to take each day as it comes and carry on in difficult times. So Emet ve'emuna, this piece is by Noah Aronson, and in the middle we're going to do the reading, which is on the top of page 157. Emet Emuna, Emet ve'emuna, Emet ve'emuna, ve'emuna. What do you need? What do you choose? What can you keep? What can you lose? What do you feel? What is your truth? What is your belief? What is your proof? Emet, emuna, Emet, ve'emuna. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Emet, emuna, Emet, ve'emuna, ve'emuna. Continue on page 158 with Mi Chamocha. And this is a classic by Debbie from way back. This is her first Mi Chamocha. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא, עושה פלא. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא, עושה פלא. Continue on page 164 and 165. In a moment, we'll ask you to rise for the Amidah. But on 165, there's an interesting reading where it says, right in the middle, prayer invites. So let's do this together. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Please rise for the Amidah, or Hatefillah. Anananananana Adonai, Anananananana Svatai Tiftach, Anananananana Ufi Agid Tehilatecha, Anananananana Adonai, Anananananana Svatai Tiftach, Anananananana Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל HaKadosh. We continue with silent prayer. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki hatahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki hatahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Betov enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol het ubechol sha'ah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav HaYisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Now's a time for thinking about all those in our families and our communities who are in need of healing. And in a moment, I will ask you to share some names. This week on our Mishaberach healing list, Paul Aronson, David Appel, Sherry Ostolos, Judy Averbuck, Pat Breitkoff, Ethan Campbell, Sandra Chesler, Brian and Randy Clohesi, Jay Crystal, Terry Darmody, Roiza Bat Shmuel Uvat Sheva, Shar Friedman, Tracy Janetta, Julian Kaner, Marion Kostrinsky, Marty Kiefer, Mark Merberg, Claude Rabinowitz, Arnold Reamer, Rosalie Saltiel, Louise Samuels, Bobby Sherman Geishen, Herman Spring, Robin Stein, Carla Teisch, Katie, and Lori Weinstock. Anybody else have some names? This morning, before I came up here, my neighbor, I found out that a neighbor of ours broke his hip, 95 years old, and that's Daniel Strumer. So we'll put a Mishaberach in for him as well. So, page 109, Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor habracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. I'm going to invite up President Matt Meyer to share the sermon in a moment. And we're going to open up the Torah portion for today, which is Naso. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, Naso et Rosh b'nei Gershon gam hem levei avotam lemishpot chotam.
Shabbat Shalom. At this time, I'd like to call up my 3 children. If you could come up here for a moment, please. You guys can stand right there. Tonight, we're talking about Numbers chapter 6. God spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, this is how you shall bless the children of Israel, saying to them,
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha."
may God bless you and watch over you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and favor you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you feel God's presence and may it bring you the precious gift of peace.
V'yasem lecha shalom.
Give you guys a quick hug and you guys can sit down. All right. This became known as the priestly blessing. It is said at a simcha, wedding, or a bar mitzvah, or from a parent to a child on Shabbat. Now, Parshat Naso is one of, if not the longest Torah portion, extending through several chapters. When someone fails to keep clean, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. Most of this portion deals with the spiritual and physical cleanliness of people. When someone fails to keep clean, they may come to the tent with offerings with the hopes of returning to the tribe. Other portions deal with taking a census, specifically of men between certain ages. Most of this portion seems dark and full of ideas for retribution for wrongdoers. But the priestly blessing is what concludes chapter 6. It is unequivocally the nicest part of the entire Torah portion, if not Torah. In this portion, God instructs Aaron to teach the blessing to the children of Israel. They may bless each other and do so without the high priest or any clergy, just as a simple person to another simple person. May God watch over you, favor you, and grant you peace. In these 3 statements, God is encouraging us to be good to one another, care for each other, bring peace to others. It seems so simple, and yet how many of us fall short of this far too often? How many of us consciously try to bring peace to others? As a daily objective, I challenge everyone to start your day by doing any one of these 3 things for another human being. It could be a loved one, a friend, or a complete stranger. By the end of the day, reflect on your efforts. See how well you succeeded. Now think about when someone has done this for you. How did it make you feel when you were cared for? When peace was restored to your sometimes chaotic existence? Pretty good, right? Did you let that person know how much it changed your mood when they showed you that act of kindness? Did you let them know how it changed your entire day? I know we get caught up in telling others how they may have hurt our feelings or caused disruption or chaos in our lives. It always seems easier to complain rather than compliment. Try to stay focused on compliments. Push those to the front of your conversations. Swallow the complaints that don't need to be spoken. Be good to others. And if you're already doing that, thank you and keep up the good work. With that, I leave you with, may God bless you and watch over you. May God's face shine upon you and favor you. May you feel God's presence, and may it bring you the precious gift of peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay.
Sorry.
So no worries. So back to one of the most beautiful, one of the most important as well, from Leviticus 19:18. Love your neighbor as yourself. The greatest pearl of the Torah's wealth. Love your neighbor as yourself. The greatest pearl of the Torah's wealth. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kahamocha. Zeh klal gadol b'Torah.
Piece of paper. It's our cheat sheet. So not only do I get to deliver the sermon tonight, but I also get to update you on the upcoming events. Thank you to me, as they always say, thank you to the president. So thank you to me. Thank you to Andy for the service tonight and the music, to Ruth and Xavier. I don't know if you guys hear it, but I don't know how many weeks ago this happened. I was hearing it up here. The sound somehow in the room got switched a little bit, and it started sounding tinny, all the music. And then we worked it out earlier today. Ruth, if you don't mind, could you play a little bass chord for us? Do you feel the warmth of that music? Does it feel like it fills the room a little bit more? Yeah, we fixed it. So, yay. Thank you to you guys. The music is much better, I think. Okay, so with that, our Saturday, tomorrow, June 15th, Andy will be leading our, not looting, but leading, our Torah discussion on Zoom at 9 a.m. Next week, we do have the Monday Mahjong. Tuesday, there is no Tanakh. Outside of that, there's not too much else. So thank you guys. Shabbat Shalom. And I will exit stage.
Find out who's coming up to the Elaine.
Oh, you want the Elenu. The Elenu is Sophie. Where did you go? Sophie, coming up. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. It was a beautiful sermon, Devar Torah. Thank you. All right. Let's all rise for Elenu 586. Okay. עלינו לשבח לדור הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהן, וגורלנו ככל המונם, אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Echad. Okay. Please remain standing, or actually, no, have a seat for a minute. Have a seat for a minute. We move to remembering those that have passed in recent days or weeks, years. We're observing Shloshim for Larry Johnson. Yahrzeits that fall this week: Dorothy Averbuck, Ruth Berkman, Marion Burdish, Ann Blum, Stanley Baumstein, Henry Farbman, Pearl Goldberg, Irving Goldfaden, Martin Kaminsky, Beatrice Karasik, Julius Kassoff, Sam Kessler, Barbara Krause, Rachel Meller, Carl Niemand, Tessie Silberberg, Jean Solomon, Scott White, Nancy Winton. Anybody have anybody other names they want to share? We will continue with the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. Please rise if it's your custom and if you are able. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'almad yivrach hiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalah v'zman kariv ve'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam ul almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yit hadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal, shmei dekudesha brich hu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbichata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma be'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Osa shalom bimromav, hu ya'asa shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. May the one who creates peace in the heavens empower us here to make peace on earth. And let us say, amen. Well, we transition from our prayer of memory to the celebration of this beautiful day, which we could be seated, of Shabbat. And who is coming up for that? We have the Meyer family, none other than the Meyer family. So it's a family affair. Okay. There you go.
Here's your glass. 1, 2, 3. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho, b'ahava uvratzon, inchilanu, zikaron l'maseh b'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra kodesh, zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'charta, yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, b'ahava uvratzon, hinhatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mikadesh hashabbat. Amen. Poison or regular? Okay. And? It's the whole thing. Okay, Guzzler.
Not done yet.
I know. Work on the bread. Ready? Yes.
Motzi lehem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Amen.
All right. Manja. S. Come.
Now, grab some bread.
Okay, well, you should have a handout for our final song. Today is Flag Day, and I said, well, what could be no better than "You're a Grand Old Flag"? So I want to hear a rousing chorus here. Here we go. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true neath the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Keep your eye on the grand old flag. Keep your eye on the grand old flag. And what do we say after that? Play ball! Shabbat shalom! Shabbat shalom! Shabbat shalom!